YouTube? Welcome to a monthly pickup video for September 2013. I have a nice variety of games to share with you guys. Some really good games came out in September, so let's get started. So I guess I'll start off by sharing the handheld games that I picked up. I only picked up 2 Vita games. The first one is Killzone Mercenary. Now, I wasn't quite sure what to think about this game before it was released because I'm not really the biggest Killzone fan, honestly. But Mercenary definitely is a good game. It didn't disappoint. I haven't even completed the single player yet. The reason why I decided to get this game was because I tried out the online multiplayer beta that was available a week or so before the game was released, and I had a blast with it. I enjoyed it so much, and that usually doesn't happen with multiplayer games, especially shooters. I don't really get into them, and I'm not the biggest Killzone fan, so I was a little surprised by that. And then once I got the game and I got a chance to play majority of the single player, I was really impressed with what the game has to offer. The controls work really well on the PlayStation Vita, and the graphics are just stunning. I mean, it's a beautiful looking game. So Killzone Mercenary, if you guys have a Vita and you're looking to play a shooter, this is definitely the best one to get. The other Vita game that I got, I didn't actually buy. I contacted Ubisoft in the beginning of September to see if I could possibly review some of their games, if I could get some review copies of their games. And they sent me out a copy of Rayman Legends for the Vita and also Rayman Legends for the Wii U. But I had already purchased Rayman Legends for the Wii U from GameStop, so I kept my copy that I purchased and gave the other copy to my nieces and nephews, and they are absolutely enjoying the game. They're having so much fun with it. I won't give you guys my impressions because I already posted a review, so if you're interested in checking out what I think about Rayman Legends for the Wii U and the Vita, definitely check that out. Another game that I picked up for the Wii U is The Wonderful 101. Now, this initially was supposed to come out at launch, and they pushed it back to launch window. And I guess September 15th is the last day for the launch window because that's when this game was released. I was really excited about it when they announced it, and then Nintendo dropped the demo at the end of the summer, and I played that, and I was so stoked to get my hands on the game. But unfortunately, I haven't played enough of the game, and that's just because of other games that I've been playing this month and life in general. And I feel bad saying that because I really do love Platinum Games. I mean, I love the games that they put out and I support them to the fullest. I think they're a great company, but I just haven't spent a lot of time with it. But from what I've played so far, I actually did stream this on Twitch. I streamed the beginning of this game on Twitch, and then I went back and played a little bit more. From what I've played so far, it's a lot of fun. It really is. It definitely has that beautiful Joe feel to it. And there's even a little bit of Pikmin in there as well, because you got to control your crew and go out and fight. I mean, it can get really like crazy and all over the place, and I kind of enjoy that. I really do like that. There's so much going on in the screen, and it's so fast paced. I mean, it just moves like that. But I definitely need to get back into this game and play more of it and possibly stream some more of it. If you guys are interested in watching me play this game or any other game that I have in my collection, definitely follow me on Twitch so you can see whenever it is that I'm doing my live streams. For the PlayStation 3, I picked up Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, and I love me some Kingdom Hearts games, so this was a given. I knew I was going to get this from the day that it was announced, even though I already have these games. This is basically 3 Kingdom Hearts games all mashed up into one Blu-ray disc with HD upgrades. Basically, if you pre-ordered the game, you got this really nice packaging, which includes an art book and the game, of course. And the art book is kind of slim, but there's some really cool artwork included and some really nice sketches as well. But HD 1.5 Remix is basically 3 Kingdom Hearts games. It's the first Kingdom Hearts. It's actually Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, which was never released in North America. If I'm not mistaken, it was only released in Japan. And that's basically added content to the original Kingdom Hearts. So I think there's some different endings in there, maybe some different boss battles and things of that nature. And then there's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which was originally released on the PlayStation 2. And that's my least favorite Kingdom Hearts game. And that's only because I don't like the gameplay. It has that card-based gameplay system, which I'm not a fan of. But the story was very essential to connecting Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. And then the last game that this game has to offer, or this remix has to offer, is Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, which originally was released on the Nintendo DS. And I never actually completed that game just because I couldn't really get into it. I didn't give it enough time. So it's great to see that it's on this remix disc, so I can go back and possibly play that and see what I think of it. For the PlayStation 3, I also picked up Puppeteer. Now, I have really been enjoying this game. This game is great. I'm really loving it. It's a simplistic platformer, but the game makes up for that simplistic gameplay with an amazing world that just has so much personality and charm. It's a beautiful looking game. It really is. It has this creepy, awkward like atmosphere to it. It almost seems like this game could have came right out of like a Tim Burton movie. Like Nightmare Before Christmas is written all over this game, which makes it awesome in my book. I guess I'll end the video with the 360 games that I picked up in September. First up is The Bureau, XCOM Declassified. I actually got this on Labor Day because Best Buy had a sale on it. And the sale price, I want to say, was $30 or $40. And it's crazy because this game originally released at the end of August. So it took a good week, maybe 2 weeks for the price to drop, which I find crazy. I'm sure that has a lot to do. The reason why the game dropped in price so fast was because of the reviews. I don't think this game reviewed too well. It didn't get the best reviews. But we all know how that works because I actually do like this game. You know, it kind of reminds me of Mass Effect. Not a high budget Mass Effect, a middle to low budget Mass Effect. You know, and that's crazy because I think this game was in development for years and it still doesn't have that high quality, you know, feel to it. Which, okay, not every game has to be high budget, but for the number of years that this game was being made, I mean, you would think it would be like all out amazing, and it's not, but that's okay because I still like it. This game is set in the early 60s and you can totally tell because the character models look like they're right out of the 60s. I mean, the men have this whole Mad Men look to them, which I really like. And then the environments, the same can be said. I mean, it just has this whole retro feel to it, and it even has like this filter to make it look like it was set in the 60s too, which I really think is awesome. And then the gameplay, like I said, is very similar to Mass Effect. It's a squad-based shooter, and it can be as fast as you want it to be. I mean, you can go in guns blazing, but you're really not going to be successful. You got to, you know, open up that little weapon wheel and slow down time a little bit. Once you do that, once you open up the wheel, it slows down time, and you can be a little bit more strategic with things. My only problem with this is that when you do issue out commands to your teammates, that AI, you know, your partner AI, doesn't necessarily always work. They're not always listening to your commands, which can be a little frustrating, and that means that they're gonna die a lot more. So I got a little bit annoyed with that. I might have to turn down the difficulty or do something just so I can enjoy it. I mean, it's a good game, and this is definitely an example of why you shouldn't listen to reviews, because you never know if you're gonna like it. Like I said, this game got bad reviews, average reviews, and I think it's a really good game. Diablo 3. Now, I initially told myself that I was going to wait for Black Friday to pick this game up, you know, when the price got really cheap. But I played the demo on Xbox Live and I was instantly sold. I was like, tomorrow I'm waking up and I'm buying a copy of Diablo 3. And I'm loving it. The game is so much fun. You know, this is my first Diablo game. And I don't know where I've been. I mean, I know the reason why I've never played any other Diablo game, and that's because they're all on computers, and I don't play computer games. But geez, this is kind of making me feel like I've missed out on some essential gaming. Honestly, it has. The game's really good. Just like going around and slaying things, just killing stuff and getting better loot is just something that I could do for hours on end. I mean, it's just that awesome. And the fact that you can play online, you know, over Xbox Live, or you can do the whole couch co-op thing, which I don't tend to do because no one here wants to play with me. But yeah, I can't wait to play this online with some friends. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I have 2 characters right now. I'm not quite sure which one I'm gonna use to progress further in the story. I do have a barbarian and a sorcerer, I think. Yeah, but it's awesome. It's really a lot of fun. And that brings us to the last game of September, GTA 5. All I can say is wow. I mean, I just completed this game over the weekend and wow. That's all I'm gonna say right now, because I'm gonna put out a video on this game dedicated to this game. You know, with my impressions, the things that I love about GTA 5 and the things that, you know, I didn't really care for too much. But I want to wait for GTA Online to come out. And that's supposed to come out October 1st. Or at least it's supposed to. I don't know if it's been delayed or not. But I kind of want to merge my impressions and opinions on the game with both the single player and the multiplayer component. But for right now, good stuff. I also picked up the collector's edition strategy guide, which has really come in handy. It has like all of the maps for the hidden items, and there's a lot of stuff to collect in this game. I mean, there's like nuclear waste things, there's hidden treasures in the sea, there's the spaceship parts, there's letter scraps. It's crazy the amount of content that's inside of the game. But this is a really good strategy guide. Really nice artwork in there at the end of the book as well. So that's it, guys. Those are all of the games that I picked up this month. Let me know what games you guys picked up or what some of your favorite games were of September. Definitely would love to hear that. I want to thank all of you guys for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.